to my channel. So today I have got a home decor haul to show you guys. I have some things that I picked up, and then I also have a friend mail package. I know I've been doing a lot of plant hauls lately, and I did pick up some more plants, but I'm not going to show them in this one, so I can do that in another video if you're interested in seeing it. But for now, I'm just going to get into this pile I have next to me. So I started out with some books, and the books are plant related. So the first one I picked up is this one, How Not to Kill Your Houseplant. And I bought these all on, I think I bought them all from Amazon because I like doing you get the used books and then you pay like just a little bit of shipping. You can get these really good deals. So basically it just goes through like plant profiles, but I like that it's like a newer version because a lot of the books out there seem like they're like from the 70s and they still have good information, but the pictures and stuff aren't as good. So this one's really good. This one here is my favorite. I'm only about halfway through this, and it's called Houseplants. It's by Lisa Eldred Steinkopf, and I think she's got a blog too. But this one is great. The pictures inside this are so good. I'm just going to flip it open and show you guys. So there's like whole sections on care and propagation, and then the whole back of the book is just plant profiles. And she breaks them down by how she finds them to care, like if it's easy, medium, or hard, which comes in really handy. And then the last one I picked up, I just thought it looked cute. So it's House Jungle, and it's just got really pretty cover. And then the inside is like drawings, and it's more of like just little fun tips and tricks. It's not so much like research. But if I could get that page to turn for you guys. But everything is like hand drawn, so I thought that was cute. And this actually would be a good one if you were looking for something to like take apart and frame. That would be a good one. So my husband also picked me up some books. And now the camera's not focusing. Okay, I'm trying to do this on my phone, so this is all new. He picked me up this one. And it's Further Along the Garden Path. And basically, it just breaks the gardening down into the year, what you should do each month. And I love ones like that. He also picked me up a 10-minute decorating. And then this one here, Dried Flowers for All Seasons. And I really don't do dried flowers, but these are really pretty pictures to look at. So let me just show you. They do like dried bouquets and things. So that's it for the books. I did pick up some clothes too. The first thing I have is this cardigan I'm wearing now. And it's just an H&M one. It's one of those long ones. So it goes down like about halfway down my legs. And I paid like $1.50 for that. I also picked up this shirt, and it's just a button down, originally from Aeropostale, and it's like a white bleached out denim with some spots still on it. And this was around $1.50 too. I just fell in love with this one. And shirts like this, I don't actually wear them buttoned up. I use it like over a dress like this because my office is kind of casual, or even over like a t-shirt. But I just thought that bleached out pattern was really cool. So the next t-shirt I found, I fell in love with. I saw something at TJ Maxx. It was like a striped shirt, and I fell in love with it, but it was $15, and I was thinking about it. I happened to stop into Salvation Army and find a shirt that was so similar. So this one's from Banana Republic, and it's got like a terry cloth material on the white part, and then the stripes are like heathered. Then the sleeves are rolled. The only thing that's weird about it is it has pockets. But as long as I like flatten them out, they're not that bad. Otherwise, they can be unflattering, especially when they're like right on your stomach. But this is really cute. So, and then like this one was probably about $1.50 too. So way better than the $15 similar one at TJ Maxx. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what to show you guys next. I went to... It wasn't a yard sale because it was inside. It was like a moving sale, and they were having it inside their house, and it was January. So it was like really exciting because there's not a lot yard sale-wise going on in January. So I got some really good deals at this one. I'm going to show you a couple things, and then one of the items is already around the house. So at the end of the video, after I show you this pile, I'm going to kind of just take you around and show you the things that I already put into use. But the first thing I was really excited to find was this huge white pitcher. So this looks like ironstone. I don't know if it really is. It says California on the bottom. But it's just, It's huge. It was only $1. So I have no idea where I'm going to put this yet. But for $1, I knew that if I left it behind, I'd be thinking about it. And at that same sale, I also picked up this thermos. And I have like a vintage thermos thing going on. I do in like the fall and winter. And I love this one, how it has the vintage like advertising look. So it's just a Maxwell House one. And they had that one marked at $3. And then I also picked up a little bench / chair thingy that I'm going to show you guys after. Okay. So next up, I'm going to show you just one piece of decor. When I showed you my last plant haul and I told you how I went to there's like a garden / nursery near me, I forgot to show you guys this. So I picked up this fake branch, and it's a donkey's tail sedum, I think is what it's supposed to be. But it's got a really nice look to it. And I got this on clearance. So it was originally $14.99 and they had only one left. They clearanced it down to $3. So I was so excited when I found that. Even if I just cut pieces apart and tuck them into things, that's a really good deal. So next I want to show you guys some things from my favorite consignment store in town here. And this is like the one I always find really good stuff at. So first up, I'm just going to go ahead with this picture. This is one of those pictures that I always find that I love and my husband hates, the little hand-stitched ones. So this one is a garden one, and it says My Garden. Yarrow, lavender, pansy, daisy, sunflower, and violet. And I love how it's got like the spelling errors in it to kind of make it seem like old school. But I just love that. So even if I don't put it in the house, even if I put it like on my potting bench in the basement, this is like, I don't know, I just love it. I also found a hummingbird feeder at that same store, and I paid $1 for that. And this is a glass one, so that's pretty good, I thought. And then I found 2 more gardening things. So I found this bulb planter, and I've never planted bulbs, but it was only 50 cents, so I thought it'd be something to like keep on hand in case I go ahead and do that. And then I also found a flower pot for 50 cents, and I need to clean it because it's a little bit dirty. But it's just a white ceramic one. It's got the attached little tray or saucer, and then it's got the chalk thing on the front so you can write on it like what it is. And I just thought that was really cool. And it's the Pennington brand, so I think that's like Home Depot and Lowe's. But for 50 cents, I couldn't leave it behind. So now I'm going to show you guys some things that one of my friends sent me. So if you watch me, I'm sure you've heard of Christina at The Frugal Wife Life. But if not, be sure to check her channel out. I'll leave her information in the description box. So she sent me a little friend package, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys those things. So first is this really cool oil thing. And on all the things, she put little, like a little note of how she would style it. So I have a collection of these that I keep on my potting bench, and this is going to go perfect with the rest of those. She also sent me 2 of these banners from the Target Dollar Spot, and this was the one of the ones I was never able to find. It's just the red and white ticking stripe. And I think I'm going to tuck these away till next Christmas because this is usually the theme I go for, kind of like the Scandinavian red and white. So that's going to be perfect. So the next thing I have to show you guys is this spool. And see how big this is, and I love all the paint on the end. So I have a basket in my kitchen I'm going to go ahead and tuck this into. She also sent 2 small wooden spindles. And these look like they may have come out of like a chair or something, but they have a really cool paint on them. So you can see it's kind of like black underneath, and then the green is like chippy over the top. But the size of these is like perfect. Because usually you see the spindles that are like, I don't know, like 2-3 feet tall. And they're good for like a few areas. But these I can tuck into like anything. So this is going to be great. Like I could even tuck them into the ironstone stuff behind me. So these are going to be really fun to play around with. Next up is this little metal cup. And I have like, I could put a little flower in this. I could just put it on a shelf. There's like so many things I could do with that. There's also this green sack bag. in here is just some drawer pulls. These are the bin or the cup pulls. So these are always something good to have on hand, especially when you're doing like furniture makeovers. And then the last thing I'm going to show you guys from this little package is this book. And it's a handbook for early American pressed glass patterns, but look at the cover. It's got really great age to it. So, and then the inside, it just gives you a guide to the patterns. So that's what Christina sent me, and thank you for all that stuff. I can't wait to play around and put it in my house. Now that I'm down to the bottom of this box, I found one last thing I forgot to show you guys from that indoor yard sale, and it's this little ice pop maker. So I bought this kind of as like a nostalgia thing. I'm excited to make ice pops. I think I'm going to try coffee ones, but I bought it mainly because when I was a kid, this is the one that we had. So it's a little Tupperware set. You get like this little plastic tray, and then you get the ice pop forms, and then you go ahead and you pour stuff in them, you snap that on, and then they all kind of sit upright in the freezer. But I remember when we were kids, we had this, and this was like the greatest thing. We'd make like Kool-Aid ones and just all kinds of fun stuff, and it was always like such a treat. So I'm really excited to kind of play around with that. So that's it for these things. I'm going to go ahead now and kind of like walk you guys around and show you the few things that I don't have right here with me, because I have some fun things that I just couldn't wait, because I've been collecting these for a month, so I've kind of been like looking at them in the box and wanting to pull things out, and some of them just couldn't wait. I had to just do it. So let me show you what those things are. So the first thing is right here in the living room, and I got this bunny from Michael's, and it's kind of like a resin type material. He's originally $30, but I used a coupon, so I got him for like $15. But I just love him. The black and white look, and then he's got the antiquing on him. And I know he's like a spring thing, but he kind of reminds me of those black and white dogs, the Boston Terrier ones that are sold by Hubley. And I've wanted one of those forever, but they're really hard to find at a good price. So for now, I've got him. And then right next to him, I have this little greenhouse, and I picked this up on Gardener's Supply. And I'm going to go ahead and start some seeds in it. But the reason I picked this one is because I like it better than those little flat seed trays. Even though I'm really into the gardening and the flower stuff, I still care what it looks like in my house. So I'm going to go ahead. This is actually brown. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. I'm going to spray paint it oil rub bronze to make it look metal. And then this piece here is all just one solid piece. But what makes it special is it's got these vents. So as things, the humidity builds up, you can kind of like regulate that so your stuff won't all die. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that and hope that it looks kind of like a decorative piece that I can kind of work into seed starting and still have a good look. And then just a few other things. I'm going to go ahead and turn the light on. I was trying to do it in the dark so you wouldn't hear the fan. But so this is that little bench, and I picked this up at that indoor yard sale I was telling you guys about. Let me just move my fern. Okay. So she said this was her kids. They had it when they were little, and it was by like Play School or something. So it's just like a plain wooden one, but it changes from a bench to a stool. So you can have it like that, or this part can fold down, then it's like a little step stool. But I liked it like a bench. It made the perfect thing to hold a book and some plants and things like that. So that's how I went ahead and did that. You just put it back together and you guys can see it then. Okay. There we go. So yeah, and I kind of like it the natural wood color. I've been thinking about this little dresser that it's on. I was going to go ahead and strip the whole thing, and I showed you guys this when I was shiplapping. But I think I might leave the top white and then just do the bottom stripped. That way I can keep that natural wood thing up there. And then over here I put up some new shelves, which I'll show you guys another time if you're interested. But I picked up this little glass bottle, and I got that at my little consignment store. This is my favorite one. I think I paid $1 for that. I found this little cactus figurine, and right now they're at Dollar General. And they are so cute. That was only $1. I saw them on Instagram, and I wanted to see them in store. I didn't think I was going to like it, but they're so much smaller than they looked online. So they're perfect. And then the last thing I picked up was this little sprayer. And this came from Michael's. It was in their spring section. So I got it on sale, and then I used a coupon that weekend too. So that's what I picked up, and if you guys are interested in knowing any of these plants, I'll do a haul video on that. And then a few others that I have in the kitchen too. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.